Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So basically today we are going to make a Python project and that project would be like let's say we just take it as an app. Okay, let's say that would be an app in which you'll be saving all the birthdays of your friends, of your family, of your relatives, of your like all of the everyone which you ever know. You'll be saving that birthday dates into that particular file. Right, so this is something about that today's project. So that will not look like the real app which it actually looks, because I'm just not using any Kiwi library here. But I would tell you the whole idea that basically how you can just make that thing and you can just transform it using the Kiwi library also. Right, here I would not be using any library. I am just using the very basic concepts of Python. Okay, so that if the one who is not having a proper knowledge of also Python, he or she can also refer this project. Right, so that is a project in which basically you will be basically having the you'll be having a chance to save all the birthdays for your friends, families, and for everyone. Right, so now basically that will contain the three steps. Okay, the first would be that the first option would be that it will show all the birthdays that are actually saved. Okay, now if you do not have any saved birthday, then the second option would be that you need to add a new birthday into the list. Right, so and the third option would be exit the window. So these will be the three options in this birthday file, in this like whatever we are just gonna make searching the birthday app. In that basically these three will be the things. Right, so for that I would be giving the particular options and then I would be using some if else conditions, and from that we'll be basically making. Right, so this project will be actually not containing any module, any library, or any like function like that. It will simply be containing the conditions, the dictionary, and the while loop. Fine, so let's get started with the things for now. Okay, so firstly, what I would be just doing here is that I would be declaring a dictionary. Okay, let's say a underscore is the dictionary which I am just declaring here. Great. Now coming to the next line. Okay, just one more revision here that basically dictionaries are always declared using the curly brackets. Okay, so when I had just used the curly brackets, so it actually means that I am declaring my dictionary. Fine, that is okay. Now, I will be giving one condition here, that is while. So this means actually that whatever the conditions, whatever the things I'm just going to write inside this while loop, my control will go inside this while loop and take the execution of all these code and all these functions that I'm going to write. Fine. Now, as I mentioned in the starting that there would be three options, right? So for the first one, what I would be giving, I would be using a print statement, and at the very first, I would be giving a name to this project. Okay, let's say from my side, I would be giving it a name of something. Let me put some exclamation, then let me put some star, and now let me just define the name, and that is, let's say, okay, SEAR CHING, searching the uh, okay, I'll be writing searching and saving the birthdays. Okay, right. Okay, so it's not V, it's actually B. Right, and basically I would again be putting some stars here, and I would be putting the exclamation marks also. Right, so let's say this is the title of this which project which I just gave here, that is searching and saving the birthdays. Fine. Now let's move towards the next step for now, and now in the next step, basically 3 to 4 steps, I am gonna declare the three options that I have mentioned. Right, so the first option will be that show all the birthdays whatever are already saved. Second would be that you want to add a new birthday here, and the third would be to exit from this file. Okay, so first would be print a statement. Okay, and I would be just putting the semicolons, and inside the semicolons basically I would be writing the one. Right, now in this basically I would be using my first option, that is show all the, okay, that is show all the birthdays. Yeah, BAYS, show all the birthdays that are saved. Okay, that are saved. Right, so whatever the birthdays we have saved here, that will it will show all of that birthdays. Right, not now what will be my second thing here? My second thing would be basically I need to add the new birthday here. Okay, so I'll be writing add a new and B should be capital, right? Add the new birthday to the list. Okay, add a new birthday to the list. This is the second statement that should be here. right? And now what about the third statement? So at the third statement, I would be printing print, and here I would be writing 3, and that would be I would writing finish finish up, and that would be okay. I would writing finish up, and that means to exit from here, right? So I would writing exit. Fine. So these are the three choices that I have given to the user who will be like using this program. I have given three choices here. That is first to show all the birthdays that are already saved, right? And second one is that we need to add a new birthday to the list, right? And third one is that whenever that user is finished up with the work, now exit from this program, so that will be closed here, right? So these are the three options which I have just given to the user here. Now I will be applying several conditions here, that if the option 1 is chosen, then what to do. If the option 2 is chosen, then what to do. So like this, okay? So here firstly I would be taking the input from the user, that which option, which choice user want to take, right? So for that I would be choosing one variable, let's say that is option, right? So I would be using the integer because user will be typing 1, 2 or 3. Okay, so it do not have to write the whole choice, it will be simply typing the 1, 2 or 3. Fine. So in that case, basically I'm taking the integer input. Fine. So that is the case. I've just written in starting int and then input. So in Python, whenever we just basically take the input from the user, okay, so we need to define that at what data type we need to take, right? So in this case, I just want the integer. So in the starting, I just wrote int and then simply I wrote input. Fine. Now, what I would be doing here is that I would be simply writing here that enter the choice of yours. Okay, so that would be enter, enter the choice of yours, right? Whatever the choice you want to just enter, like put here, just enter that choice, right? So that I have just taken from the user because the choice will be of the user only, right? Now, what comes here is the next. Now, the comes the role for my conditions. If else condition. Fine. Now, first thing that comes here is that if condition. If. Now, my first is that if option is equal to 1. Now, if the user has chosen the first option. So, the first option was to show all the birthdays that are saved in this here in this, okay? So, first option was this one. So, if the user has chosen the first option, let me quickly close it like this. Yeah, now it is like more clearer. Fine. So my first option, first condition is that if the user has chosen the first option, if option is equal to 1. Right. So in that case, basically what you do, so come here. So inside this, I would be using one another if condition. Now, if length of, now here basically I'll be using my length function. Length is one of the function that is used to calculate the length of anything. Okay. So length, and here I'll be using my variable in which I have stored my dictionary a underscore dict dot keys. Okay, is equal to 0. Now this line actually means, it means that whatever you are like, what if you haven't saved any birthday till now, that means whatever the birthday dates that you will be going to save, okay, that are going to be saved in the a underscore dict. Okay, a underscore dict variable, that is why we have just declared a dictionary above side, that is whatever the birthday dates you are going to save here, birthday dates and a name for that person, so that is basically going to be saved in the a underscore dict variable. Now, if a underscore dict dot keys, basically if this is not having any value, that is if the value which is stored in this is equal to 0, then what to do? Then we need to just print one statement, and we need to print a statement. That statement is that, let's say I'll be printing, we have nothing to show as no, as we have nothing to show, I'll be adding some more thing to you, okay, as no birthday, okay, as no birthday is added here. Let's say this is the sentence which I just wanted to print. Whenever whenever the length of my dictionary, like the variable that is a underscore dict, in that basically a underscore dict dot keys is equal to 0. Whenever this condition is satisfied, so print with this line. So that means till now we haven't saved anything into our dictionary. Okay, we haven't saved any birthday date into this program till now. right? So this actually means this. And if this is not the excuse me, and if this is not the condition, then what to do? Then print the else statement. Now inside my else statement, what I am going to print is, let me come here. Okay, just 1 second. Right here. Now inside my else condition, I will be writing person underscore name. Now if the first condition does not satisfied and user has taken the option number 1, then what to do? Person name. Now we need to take the input from the input from the user, that enter the name of the person for whom you are looking for the birthday. Okay, so I will be writing input. Now here basically why I haven't taken any data type, because basically in Python what happens, if you want a particular data type, so you declare that data type before the input function. But if you're not declaring any data type, so that will automatically take the string data type. Okay, and now here I just want the string only, because I want the user to enter the name for the person whom he is searching the birthday date, right? So in that case basically I just want the string input only. So that is the case, I haven't used anything here. I haven't used any data type in the starting. Fine, so input, and here I'd be using enter the name of the person uh, to look uh, look for birthday. Okay, now basically here what is the name of the person for whom you are just looking out the birthday. Fine, so here you just need to give that person's birthday is person's name. Second thing, here I will be writing birth underscore date. Okay, so birthday date, that means the birthday date of that person. Now here I'll be using a underscore dict. That is my dictionary. Okay, a underscore dict dot get. Fine. And now what I just actually, okay, dict. Okay, just 1 second, right? So now just actually what I just want from this dictionary. So from this dictionary, firstly I just want the name of the person. Okay, the person name that we are just entering here. Okay, this here we are just inputting a person name, right? So now here I just want to see that person name, and basically if this if there is no name of this person in this particular file, then what to do? Then here we just need to write we have no data for this person, right? We have no data for this person. If the name is not satisfied, basically the names whatever you have just previously saved in this file, if that name does not matches this condition, then what to do? Then you have to say that we have no data for this person. Fine. And what if this condition, and here I just need to print the birth date. Print birth underscore date. Right, so this is the condition that if the user has chosen the option number 1. Right, now I'll be using my elif condition. So I'll be coming out of this loop here and just let me see. Yeah, now it is properly aligned. Right, so now here I'll be using my elif condition. Now in my elif condition, what I will be taking? I will be taking if the user has chosen the option number 2. Right, so here I'll be writing option is equal to 2. Now, actually, what is my option 2? Let me quickly see that. So, my option 2 is add a new birthday to the list. Now, here basically, if there is no birthday added to the list, then we just need to add one birthday here, right? Now, I will be adding that birthday here inside my option number 2. Fine. So, in that, basically, I will be taking the person name. That is the same variable, person underscore name. And in that, basically, I will be taking that input from the user input, and then put the brackets and then semicolons, right? Basically here I'm just not using any data type, because I've just mentioned the reason. Just now I've just mentioned the reason 2 minutes before, but right now also I'm just listening, like telling you that thing. So if you are just not listened that previously, now listen to me very carefully, that why I am just not specifying any particular data type, because if in Python, okay, in Python, if you are not giving any data type in the starting when you are taking the input from user, so in that case basically this like input whatever is gonna take by the user, that automatically be taken into the string format. And right here we need the string format data only, because here I just want to add a name for the new person, right? So in that case basically I needed the data in the string format, and that has been done here. So that is why I haven't added any particular data type here. Fine. Now inside this input statement I'll be writing enter the name which is okay, which has to be added, which has to be added. Right, so here basically what will the user be doing? User will be entering the name for the person for which the birthday date has to be saved. Right, now just come to the next line. Here basically I would be again taking that same variable, that is birth underscore date. Right, and in this birthday date, basically what I would be taking, I would be taking the birthday date from the user again. And now why I am just taking the string here and why I'm just not defining any data type? Because I would not be taking it in a format that 22/4/20 or something like that. Right, I would be wanting it in a format of, let's say, 2 September or let's say 1 January. Okay, let's say 5 December. I just wanted that in the format because like till what time the person will be counting that, okay, this is the month, this is the year, and this is the date, till what time it will be counting, right? So I just want to make it a very simple thing. So in that case, I'm just using it the string input, right? So here I'll be using enter. Okay, enter the birth date. Okay, not Fay, that is date, right? Now what to do? So that now save that to the dictionary. So I will be using a underscore dict, and in bracket I would be using person name. So person name added to the dictionary, and what will be the value for this? The value for be date. So here person name is the key for the dictionary and birth date is the value or the element, you can just call it as. Fine, so here my second one is added, and after it is added into my dictionary, then what shall I print? I shall print that birthday added successfully, birthday added successfully, okay, to the node. Okay, let's say I just write it, birthday added successfully to the node. Right. So here I just finished up my option number 2 also. Now what about if the user has taken the option number 3? That would be elif option, okay, option, option is equal to 3. So my third option was to quit, right? To means to exit from the file. So in that case, basically I would simply be printing one statement, that is print, and here I'd be using that thanks for saving the birthdays. Thanks for saving the birthdays. Okay. And at last here I'll be just using my break statement. Fine. So here my third option has also been used. Now what about my fourth option? Now fourth is my else condition, and if any person has given any other option other than 1, 2 and 3, then what to print? Then here I would be using the print statement, and I would be printing you have chosen the invalid option. Let me show you that thing. 1 second. Oh, okay. OPTI. Okay, just 1 second. Right. So the user has chosen the invalid option. Right. So here basically we just finished up the program, and just let me quickly give you a whole idea about the program, and then we'll be running it. Fine. So in the starting, I have taken a variable that is a underscore dict, and I have kept this dictionary empty because as soon as the user is going to click on the second option, so user will be, all of the details will be saved in this dictionary only. Fine. Now I have just given my condition while true, then I just came into inside my loop, and here I just use my like print statement, and I simply wrote that, okay, let me see that. Right, searching and saving the birthdays. This is the basically the title for this program. Right. Right. Other than that, I was having three options in my program. The first was to show all the birthdays that are saved. Second was to add a new birthday to the list. And the third was to finish up and exit. Right. So I just simply used all of these three options here. Fine. Then what I just did, I just took one option as a variable. And in that basically I taken the input from the user that what choice actually you want. Choice number 1, 2 or 3. Right. Now if the option which has been chosen by the user is 1, then what to do? Firstly check out that what is the length of the dictionary. Right. If that is equal to 0, then print that you have not, like we have nothing to show to you as of now. Right. And if the first is not the condition, then what to do? Then ask for the person that what for what person you want to see the birthday date. Right, the user will be entering the date, and then here basically you'll be getting the birth date, and you'll be printing that thing. Right, if the option number 2 has been chosen by the user, so option number 2 is that the user want to add some new birthdays into the list. Fine. So in that case, person name is a variable that would be storing the name. Birth underscore date is a variable that would be storing the date. and where that will be basically updated into a dictionary, and printly like simply attached will be printing that birthday added successfully to the note, right? And here basically elif condition option number 3, number 3 was to exit. So simply I use the print statement. So as soon as the user has chosen the option number 3, so it will be printing that thanks for saving the birthdays, and simply it will break the statement, right? And at last it will simply tell you if the all the like if you haven't chosen any of the options, that is 1, 2 or 3, so it will simply tell you to choose the invalid, that you have chosen the invalid option. Right, now just quickly run the program for a while and let's see that what happens here basically. Fine, so I will be just like increasing the window size so that it is properly visible. Right, now it is giving me some options. My option is the number 1, that show all the birthdays that are saved. Number 2 is add a new birthday to the list. Number 3 is finish up and exit. Let's say firstly I just use the number 1 option. Now what it is showing me? It is showing me that we have nothing to show you as no birthday is added here. Right, so that means we just need to add some birthday because till now we do not have any birthday saved here. Right, so now it is again asking me to enter the choice of mine. Let's say now I just choose the do. Okay. Now it is asking me to add the name which has to be added. Let's say I just give the name as, let's say, okay, Meena. Meena is the name which I just gave here, right? Now what is the birth date for that for this Meena? Right, let's say here I just stored as 2nd of April. Okay, I just stored 2 April. Fine. Now basically what it is showing me here, it is showing me that birthday added successfully to the note. Fine. Now it is again asking me that what choice now you want to enter. Again, let's say I just want to enter the second choice because I just want to add some more things here, right? Let's say first one is Meena. I want to add one more birthday, let's say of Ria. Fine. And so it is basically asked me the name, and then at second time it asks me that add the birth date. So let's say now I'll be adding that 9 December. Okay, 9 December is the date which I just added. Right, now it is again showing me that birthday added successfully to the note. Now, if I just use my first choice was to show all the birthdays that are saved. If I use my first choice. Now, it is basically asking to me, and just let me go above, right? Now, it is like what it is asking me. It is asking me to enter the name of the person to look for birthday, that like whom birthday you are actually looking for. Let's say I just wrote the name here as Ria. Now, okay, just let me come down here. Okay, I just gave the space. I'm sorry. Let me go and click on the one here, and here I would just add Ria. Fine. So now basically for Ria, see here I just wrote Ria, and now it is what it is giving me. It is giving me 9 December. So now let me come down, and here I should go above and check out that what date I have saved for Ria. Right. So here we had just saved Ria, and the date of the birthday for Ria was 9 December. Right. So now it is showing me that thing, that the for Ria the birthday date is 9 December. Let's say I would just do it for another name was here. What was the name? That was Meena. Right, again I would just click on one and I would just write out the name here as Meena. Fine, and now basically it is showing me that the birthday date for Meena is 2nd April. Right, and if I just want to exit now, so I would just go and click on the third one. So it gave me that thanks for saving the birthdays, and it simply printed me process finished with exit code 0. Right, so now I hope you just got the idea that basically how you can just make this very simple program, and it was a very interesting one, right? So you can just like add all the birthdays, whatever you just want here, and use them at any point. Right, now you can just convert this into a GUI format, and even you can just use the Kiwi library for converting it into a app, right? Now that thing you can just do on your own if you just want to have a proper idea that how the Kiwi works. So actually I've just made one video, and that was college management system using the Kiwi library, right? So from there you can just get the idea, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.